It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my equal host, comedian Noelle WH.
Hi, hello.
Hi, hello. It's so nice to see you here today on my screen. We're here to talk about The Other Way, season 4, episode 4.
Yeah, it's like finally everybody's arriving.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We have arrived as well.
We have arrived. We're here.
We're here.
We're queer.
Oh, get used to it.
Yeah, get used to it.
Thank you so much for supporting gay
You.
rights and me on this episode of the podcast.
You're
with
very
your
welcome.
Victoria's Secret pink shirt.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to hear what that's all about, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast and check out our other podcast. Guess what it's called?
BS?
Yes, it is. And that's where we just kind of
BS?
yes. Oh my God, Noelle, you're so good at this.
This is why I'm here.
We also cover, I know you guys are going to be totally shocked, unexpected trash talk.
You know, not everybody knows that. So let's tell them again. We
90
cover
day- unexpected, 90 Day Fiance, the single life trash talk, and tons of other things. We're not up to Darcy and Stacey yet. We'll get there eventually.
We will get there. We're also waiting to find out about Unexpected, guys. We're dying for it to come back.
Yes. And I actually just caught up with seasons 2 and 3 of Darcy and Stacey. And now I'm going to be I'm going to be traveling a little bit. So when I get back from traveling, we'll cover Darcy and Stacey.
I want to tell you, I actually can't believe how fast you watched that, because that's not like you to binge.
Yeah, but I didn't have to take
anything.
notes. I just was watching it.
Oh, yeah, that makes things so
I was folding
much
clothes.
easier.
I was doing, I was doing me, boo.
You were doing the stuff.
I was doing the stuff with the stuff and the things.
And Catfish is back, new episodes.
Catfish is back with new episodes. We have gotten so many really nice reviews of the podcast. I just wanted to say that. Like really nice. Yeah.
Okay, well, I love that. That makes me super excited and happy. Also, guys, we're going to be covering old Teen Mom 2. I just, even though we're on 90 Day Fiance, I just want
yes, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, okay, so February 10th, Bad Gal Fifi said, match made in heaven, 5 stars. I am not kidding you. I listen to Teen Mom Trash Talk and 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk all day, every day. I'm on the go all day. So you guys are like the work BFF she won around. Noelle's acute observations paired with Tracey's quippy remarks are a surefire recipe to have me crying and laughing and looking crazy in public in the best way. Isn't that nice?
I'm so happy.
Yeah, I thought that was like really nice. Now, also, this review that we got from Punch777 has to be the description of our podcast.
I know this review. This is the best review of all time.
Best review I've ever heard.
Yes.
Hilarious and addicting, 5 stars. Best friend since childhood. Professional comedian Tracey and organically funny person Noelle, the Sicilian Serpent, deliver all the snark, insights, and related tales you could ever wish for. Have a listen to these 2 world-wise New York ladies for laughs and life lessons, and you may also be inspired to clean your apartment, apply your eyeliner better, and cook something tasty. Yum.
Yum.
Stop,
oh man, that's so good.
So, guys, if you are inclined, please give us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on. We are having the time of our lives over here.
The best time.
All right, well, let's jump into the pool with the most important couple on this episode.
This is the most important couple on this episode. I will agree with you on this.
I took a page and a half of notes. I had to continue on page 2.
I think almost all of my notes, and then the rest are on Nicole.
Yeah. Very crazy. So we're going to jump in the pool with Jen and Rishi. Everything happens very slowly because she was in a cab on the way to see him last time.
Right.
Is this like a 2-week cab ride? Come on, guys.
It's a 6-hour cab ride.
Is it really?
It's 6 hours. Is that crazy?
Noelle.
How much could that cost?
All of the money.
6-hour cab ride.
Honestly, my sanity. That's what it would cost.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's going on a road trip with a cab driver.
Guy sanity, right?
You're going on a road trip with a cab driver.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
6 hours. It's like I guess there was no place to fly in closer. I don't know.
I would be like, are we going to get lunch together? Are we together now?
What was crazy to me is she didn't nap, or we didn't see.
Maybe she
her
napped
nap.
a little bit.
I don't know.
So this guy does not understand English at all, or chooses not to, and she is unloading on him, and he's like,
Right. No, Crazy. Yes, crazy.
Yeah. So they haven't seen each other in 2 years, and now we're gonna go and we're gonna see a little bit of Rishi's life. So he's eating with his mom, and his mom wants him to meet a girl. She's
People
like,
are coming.
yeah, she's like, people are coming. We're having a parade of women in the living room at 6:00.
Right.
And he's like, that's so weird because I actually have to go to the gym. And she's like, for how long? And he's like, BRB.
Right. All night, actually.
All day and all night, actually. I actually live at the gym now. I'm gonna take a nap at the gym.
I'm
while
renting
Jen's
a room
in the
there.
So he goes to the apartment to meet up with her. So he's like, I already started my whole day on a lie.
Yeah. But whose fault is that?
No, you lied.
Yeah, you lied.
He's
it's annoying
like
because
he was
this isn't
forced
original.
To. Right.
Right.
He's like, my whole life is a lie. It's like, yeah, it's almost like you told your mom you were going to get your nails done, but instead you got your head replaced.
Is that what it's like?
Yeah. It's like, that's not, these two things have nothing to do with it. It's like you're going to the gym.
Right.
You're going to live with another woman.
Right. Well, she doesn't want him to stay there though. So
true story. So he's waiting with a flower plant combo.
Yes, I like it.
I know, but what? So you took roses and you cut them and you stuck them in a flower pot in dirt
with
very a plant
cute.
growing
Maybe he
out
thought
of it.
she would just keep it going on the roof.
You think the
yoga roof?
You think the roses were just gonna bush?
They were just gonna root right there.
Root and just bush it out.
Bush it out. Yes, that was my nickname in high school.
I heard that about you. Noelle.
Oh man.
So they make out.
But I don't want to kiss him. The way he kisses.
Yeah, there's something.
So they're tap kissing.
Yeah.
Like what you do on TV, like long tap kissing. But he's also like, but he's like sucking, but with his mouth closed. So I was like, I'm like, what is this guy doing? Breastfeeding?
Maybe he is.
Closed mouth breastfeeding.
He's like, I've been at the gym all day. I'm starving.
Dehydrated.
Wish I was breastfeeding right now. Mom, you have to go home.
Oh, God, I was so hung up on this. And I'm like, I can't believe that she's like, this kiss is magical.
Okay, well, she loves this apartment. I mean, you would think where
like
she's
what it
like,
is, right?
This is insane. So she also tells him that she's kind of not ready to do a official sleepover.
Good for her. That's so unlike any woman.
I gotta
on this
tell
show.
you,
yeah,
this entire her on this entire episode, I love her.
I do until like the end part. Then I'm like, you're annoying.
No, I liked it.
You like it. I'm just gonna tell you real quick. You like it because you like. I've seen your tactic of arguing, and she has the same one as you. The back someone into a corner till they can't do anything until you're right. And I'm like, I would set her on fire if she did this to me.
I loved it.
I hate it. And I'm like, I would break up with her.
If I could control her from a remote, that's what I would have made her do. That's what I would have made her do.
Yeah, I was saying to myself too, I'm like, Tracy's gonna like this. This is her style.
Loved it. I'm like, good for you.
She was good in this episode, though. She definitely stands up for herself.
Well, there's a heart with rose petals, and he's like, listen. She's like, why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? He's like, I bought the cow. I had the milk. He's like, I even breastfed a little bit on the way here.
Right? You felt it.
What's the difference?
And she's like, no, thank you.
She's like, I'm cutting off your milk supply.
Yep, too bad.
He's like, I'll breastfeed at my mom's house.
I have other supplies.
Yeah, I have a lot of other supplies. So he wants his family to kind of get to know her first before he tells them that they're engaged or even that they're dating.
Okay.
So that's what's happening. So she's like, I only have a 4-month visa.
Right.
Okay. So now the next morning we find out. She has no heat, no blanket, no towels, and no toilet paper. Did you not know that before you went to bed?
But that's what I mean. So you didn't think to look at your bed.
She was like, I would like, but you didn't even pee?
But that's what I mean. Right. So what did you wipe your hands on when you wash your hands? When you got there, you didn't wash your hands first thing off
You didn't
the
make
airplane?
a pee-pee.
Oh, well,
You
not
air
off the
dried
airplane,
it?
but yeah. Right. Uh-huh.
What happened? Okay, so she sent him out. She was like, "Hey, let me go freshen up, right?
Right.
I'm gonna and you get some alcoholic beverages. You
Right.
didn't shower?
No. That seems to
Okay.
be a common theme.
Did you try to shower? And there were no towels because I would have been like, also, when you're out getting alcohol,
Right.
would you mind getting towels, paper towels, toilet paper, and everything that you told me was going to be in this apartment?
Right. Go to your house and get me a blanket if you must, if nothing's open. You know what I mean? Right.
Weave me a blanket.
Go weave me a blanket.
Right. Like, what are you doing?
Like, didn't you brush your teeth and wash your face at least?
Did you not do anything? You just didn't know that there was no toilet paper. You didn't open your eyes?
Right. So what was on the bed? Just a sheet?
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
but you didn't think...
notice that?
No. What do you think was happening?
I would have covered myself in everything that I own though, too.
Okay. Absolutely. And I think she probably did, but like,
yeah.
What are you
who's
doing?
The fool here? So you didn't shower last night either. You showered this morning and that's when you realized it. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
You got in the shower and then you were like, "Hey, can you hand me I don't have a boyfriend."
Right.
Like, you didn't, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's stupid.
All right. So he said that thank God when he got home, everyone was sleeping. Thank God.
Oh, thank God. They would have hit him.
They would have hit him and everything. So he said that he brings some yoga mats the next day. And she's like, "Oh, there's nothing here. There's no like toilet paper or like anything." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know what you would like."
You didn't know I like to wipe my ass?
Is there that many choices?
You didn't know I like to shower and be warm?
Okay, then you get me 2 towels.
Right.
1 roll of toilet paper. 1 blanket.
Right. Even get me a portable heater. I don't care. Something.
So he comes in with a portable heater and he's like, "I just didn't know." I feel like that is such a stupid answer.
It's a cop-out.
Thank you.
It's almost like it's laziness.
It's almost like,
yeah,
he didn't get her anything for her birthday, and then he said, "Oh, I didn't know what you wanted."
Why would you know about that?
I don't know. It's almost like that happened 5 times in a row.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
And then for every holiday for 5 years.
Where I would be like, "Fuck, tomorrow's Christmas. Tomorrow's Christmas. I'm scared. What's gonna happen?"
Nothing. He didn't know what kind of towels I would like on the bed.
Well, he didn't know what color you liked.
He didn't know what color towel, so instead I had no towels.
It's like, buy a white towel, you know? Like, buy something plain. I don't like it. I'll burn it later.
You don't have to invest.
Right.
Go to D2. Go to Dollar Tree. Bring me a towel from home.
Yes, right. But that's what I mean. Just go to your house.
Bring me one of your breastfeeding cloths from your mom's.
Yes. Have your mom whittle me a blanket. Yeah.
This made me so mad.
Yeah, this was really much for me.
Okay, so he's like, "Let's do roof yoga." She's like, "I actually my bones froze."
Right.
So
she's like, "Okay."
Yeah, my bones froze and I haven't slept in 3 days. And he's like, "Let's go to the roof." She's like, "Sure. Let's go."
Right. I'm gonna wear a tank top too.
Okay. He's smiling the whole time.
I also think he's not that smart. I do think he's not that smart.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what else he isn't. That clean.
No. His feet, black. I know.
Did he walk there with no shoes on?
Yes.
From the airport?
He used the same non-towel she did.
He's like, "I don't use towels either."
Right.
She's like, "Clearly."
Yeah, that's rough.
He wants to do some tandem yoga. He's
on
like,
the roof.
He's like, "Here, just what you do is lay your whole body on the tip of my knee and balance yourself." And she goes, "Yeah, okay."
I know. What a sport.
Noelle.
Yeah. For her first time.
The core strength in this woman.
I know.
She's flagpoling.
Yeah, I would.
Have you ever seen someone do that?
No.
Where they hold onto a flagpole and they're like literally just like horizontal, their whole body.
Oh, I have seen someone do that. Yes.
That's like,
it's like the impossible. Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane. She's flagpoling.
And the thing is, she just says yes.
So then she's like, but I'm very heavy. He's like, yes, you are.
Lost
like,
in
"Don't worry."
translation. Let's just say that.
I know. I think it is though.
No, I know. Listen, she's not heavy by any stretch of the
No.
imagination.
But it was just like, oh yeah, no, you are. You're
Right.
terrible. So she's like, oh, by the way, I just wanted to know something real quick.
Mhm.
Have you cheated on me? Like real quick, just like real quick.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, she's a little much.
Oh, I don't think that's a little much.
I think that's a little much.
I didn't know
You're
because
engaged
you're
and you
dating.
moved there.
Okay, yeah, and you're dating someone who doesn't know what kind of toilet paper you like. So instead, he doesn't get you any. I
So
think
that
you have to
means that
spell.
he's dating?
I think you need to spell things out because he's probably like, oh, I didn't know what kind of loyalty
Fiance
you
you
would
were?
like.
Right.
Yeah. So I
just feel like you know me. Just wait a little bit. Sees into it.
no.
Sees into it.
So he said, typical response.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts me that you would even ask me that.
Okay, but the thing is, Tracey, she was sending him belligerent videos crying, saying, I know you're with someone else. So obviously this is a thing with her, though, too.
We forget about that, though.
Right. So, like, I guess I could see where she's coming from, but then I remember that. That's
I
all.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's what happened. So he said that he can't tell her that his family is looking for an arranged marriage for him.
Right.
Pretty big detail. Okay.
Yeah, it is a big detail. And also, I thought you told your family that you wanted to marry for love.
Right.
Mhm.
So they go to the market to get an outfit for her to meet his family.
Right.
And first of all, he has on a low cut blouse.
Okay, what is this? I think
This
I
is
wore that to the
revealing.
mall the other day. He has on a yellow lady blouse.
He has a yellow boat cut V-neck. It's like almost like, you know how there's like a V-neck and then a curved neck and they call it a voop.
Yes.
He has on like a boat neck voop.
He wants to show
blouse.
his pecorinos. That's why.
He has a Canary Pecorino
Yeah.
blouse.
He does.
So basically he's looking for something a little watered down Indian.
Right. Okay.
Okay, cool. So she said that she did meet his family at his sister's wedding, but
That was
like
a
they
cute
didn't
picture.
chat. Very cute. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
watered down Indian for a casual meeting.
Right.
They're gonna have some stovetop stuffing at the house.
Right.
They're like, here is a gown that is embroidered.
Right. This is what you wear to a traditional wedding.
Yeah. And she's like, cool, very nice.
Right.
I am gonna go have some stovetop.
But also, like, how about just like a shirt
Right. So like Jenny.
thing?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Why
like
am
a
I wearing
tunic.
this gown?
Okay. So they're like, all right, you're right. That is, yes. If you were just gonna
Yeah.
go for stovetop stuffing, that's too much.
I love stovetop.
Here is a bright yellow chiffon gown.
Yes.
He's like, hello, I am going for stovetop stuffing.
Right.
And they're like, all right, well, this is what you're gonna wear.
But you know what? That other guy is trying it on for
Oh,
her. I
God.
love him. I'm like, he's the star of this. He's trying it on.
He's
He's
like,
putting that
look.
whole green outfit on.
The yellow one he was
So
putting
good.
on.
First, he also put
Oh,
the
did
green
he?
one on. Yeah. I love him. And he's like, kind of like, this is how you would wear it. Oh, it was very
God,
cute.
that was when he put on
Yeah.
that skirt. I was, and
I
the
know. I
vest.
love him. That was so funny.
I'm like, he's really a good sport, huh?
Yes.
She should have been like, I want a thong.
Right. Can you show me how to
Like,
wear it?
Hold on one second. I want a thong bikini.
And a ball gag.
Yeah, I don't know. He's like, oh, in your mouth. Okay, no, that's what I was
okay,
thinking.
good.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where that went because I always put it right over my nose that I can't breathe. But also I can't breathe when it's in my mouth. So
Right.
that's neither here nor there. So speaking of ball gags, he was telling her that if they don't like her, that they won't let him out. They're gonna hold him hostage.
Right. Kind of like what they did to me.
Right.
Really?
And she's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, well, good thing we have this ball gag.
Right.
She's like, let you show me how to wear it, actually.
Right.
So, and he tells her that they might push him into an arranged marriage.
Right.
Okay, so now this is where I love her.
No, see, this is where I'm like, nope, I would
I love
not be
it.
in a relationship with her.
Oh, then don't be.
No, I wouldn't. Like, this is, I
Then don't
can't
be.
handle this.
She was like, listen, actually, I have my visa for 4 months. When
Mhm.
you're ready, you can call me.
No, but it's more like,
No,
so you've been there for one day. You can't just
Right,
like
well,
meet his family once.
Listen, On the other hand, you're absolutely right about that, because it's like you knew that what you were coming into.
I think that's why I get
After
frustrated.
a while, yeah, I would be like,
sure.
just tell me when
Listen,
you're-
if she was there for 2 weeks and hadn't seen his family,
Right.
I'd be like, oh, no, that's not okay.
Yeah, we're not doing this.
This is your
Okay.
second day in town. You don't even have a blanket yet. Worry about your amenities first.
Get some toilet paper,
Yeah.
wipe your butt, and
Yeah,
then
take a
let's talk.
shower.
You dry off before you see my mom.
Oh,
great.
man.
Okay, who's ready for Isabel and Gabe?
I'm ready.
Okay, well, nothing happens this whole time.
No, you know what we find out? They're in
Nothing.
a very nice relationship and the whole family loves him and everything is great. That's what we find out.
But we found out the same thing we found out last week. So
Yeah.
he's arriving today, and
Mhm.
Miguel Angel is very, very happy.
Yeah, everyone's
Then-
happy.
And okay, her daughter Sarah,
Mhm.
is she perfect and beautiful? Like,
Yes,
is
she's
she
the
an
most
angel
beautiful
from
thing I've ever
heaven?
seen in my life. Yeah, she is a cherub that was kissed by Jesus.
I'm like,
Are
is
you
she
kidding me?
is she a filter?
She's 16?
She's a filter, right?
Yeah, she has to be. You don't want to know what I look like at 16. That's not it. I'm tagged in photos when I was 16.
I want that filter.
Yeah, I want it now for my everyday
Yeah, I want
life.
the Sarah.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's
but
just
she's
very
perfect too.
I know.
And
So
she's
then-
also nice.
and accepting and
Right.
open-minded and super
wonderful.
mature.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Gabe gets off the plane and they all have a group family hug. I'm like,
talk
what?
about feeling accepted and loved.
Right?
Yeah.
So he shows her his new tattoo of her name, and he shows her that he covered up his ex's tattoo. That's kind of cute.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
So he has 94 days left on his tourist visa. So
Right.
basically, chop chop.
Chop chop. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
They go to a intestine stand
Why?
because you have to.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I know you have to, but I don't want to.
You have to on this show. You have
Yeah,
to eat
this is
something
why I
gross.
wouldn't be on this show. This
Right.
is like Corey eating ball soup or whatever.
This
the
is
hell
like
it was.
what was it? It was Pedro's family making chicken feet.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Thank you. I have a
Yeah.
really good memory.
Yeah, you do sometimes.
Question mark. So she's like, yeah, it's beef. And he's like, oh, okay.
It's
This smells
wiggly.
it's wiggly and it smells bad. But he says he loves it, but I guess he's just like being sarcastic.
My neighbors cook it during the summer.
Oh,
in
it smells
next to the house.
so bad.
And it goes into my window at night. They always cook it before they have a party. They
Oh,
have
I
these
know.
giant pots. Yeah, you know,
Mhm.
giant pots of it. My room smells like intestine.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's awful. It's horrible.
Yeah,
Google.
right. Just Google.
Google.
It's not hard.
Google.com.
I Google everything.
I would never eat something without Googling it. Also, she didn't want to tell him what it was. It's like,
Right. So who's the moron here?
I dare you to make me eat something that you won't tell me what it is.
You wouldn't.
Okay. I'd be like, hello, I'm
Yeah.
allergic to sesame. I am gluten-free.
Yeah, and also I'm just like not eating that.
Yeah.
I don't
Also,
know if I'm allergic to it.
I don't know if I'm allergic to intestines.
You never know.
You really
I
don't
don't know if I could
So
chew this.
she's scared that he's going to miss his family and move back. It's like, oh, wow, this is not real.
Yeah, I don't think so because now he says that he doesn't feel alone. So apparently
Right.
he felt alone there too.
Of course. So she just moved out of her mom's house and it was an hour and a
Right.
half away. Why did she move an hour and a half away?
I guess because that's where because he has a business, maybe his
Yeah.
business
Making the
is
Madeline
there.
peepees.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
So also he finds out that Sarah knows he's trans
Right.
and he didn't even know that
stalks
she
his
knew.
Instagram.
That's funny though.
I know, I love that, but I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, we find out just like the last episode that her
Mhm.
mom won't care and her dad might.
Yes, which
Yeah,
we
we
already
talked
knew
about
all
this.
of this. Yes.
We
No,
talked
I
about
was
it.
gonna say something. I lost.
Were you just going to
it.
say about the Madelines? The Madeline underwear?
No, I think I was gonna say something about her daughter, but I don't remember what it was.
Perfect Angel Sarah, baby.
Also, but that's the thing. There's just no problem here.
No, I mean, I get that it would be a problem if they wouldn't agree or the family wouldn't support it, but like, are they really not going to support it?
Right. We haven't even met the family. And also,
Right.
again, why is it their business?
Well, here's the
Mhm.
problem.
Yeah.
I would say
social
that if
media?
they weren't on TV. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
If they weren't on TV, I'd be like, don't tell them. That's not their business.
But that's what I mean. Not because I want to hide it, but
Right,
because
but
it's none of
also,
their
do
business.
you tell your mom about Matt's genitalia from when he was younger?
No.
Right. So it's kind of like, I mean, listen, my old friend that I'm no longer friends with, her husband was in prison for 5 years and she never told her family. So in case they're listening, he was in prison for 5 years. He's a convicted felon.
Wow.
She never told him.
It was just like, oh, he's at work. That's the
No,
best
because
line.
she started dating him when he got out of prison.
Oh.
But they don't know that he was in prison for a long time. But if
Hmm.
you're listening, he was.
He was in prison.
He was in prison. That's why he has a gap in his resume.
A 5-year gap.
A 5-year gap in his resume. Yeah, I mean, he is really, really, really good at making cocaine. But anyway, Kris and Jamie.
Yuck.
Speaking of making cocaine.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, so they wake up on real pillows.
I know, and the boobs are on a shelf.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we did this for.
Yeah, this is novelty. I'm not sleeping on this.
Thank you, Zoe.
The cutest dog ever.
So cute.
That dog is all over Jamie at all times.
So precious.
So cute. I love this dog.
Well, unfortunately, even though they had an amazing night, electric, fiery night,
a smelly night, I bet.
Noelle, stop!
I can't. The non-showering of everyone on the show flips me out.
No, same.
Yeah.
Well, she needs some toothpaste, and it turns out she's allergic to mint. Now I'm like, Kris, I understand this problem.
Don't believe her.
I know. Well, I don't believe her at all.
No, of course. But also, like, okay, so you're allergic to mint. So you haven't brushed your teeth since how long? That's another problem I have. You can't even use mouthwash.
You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Baking soda.
And I know that you didn't do that.
You definitely did not do that. So this is her first girlfriend. She's so excited. Both of their first girlfriends. Right. And she brings Jamie her wedding shoes. And she's like, I also brought you your wedding dress. There's a weird control thing going on.
Of course
here.
there is.
And
she's like almost like
I'll give you this if you're good.
Right. Like I'm daddy.
Right.
Yeah.
Very weird. She's like, yeah, I paid and brought her wedding dress. Why wouldn't she have tried on her wedding dress?
Right. So you got to pick it out?
And then you tried it on?
Right.
I don't know.
And then you give her the shoes. So she's like all excited, squealing. I don't know. It's just weird. It's a weird dynamic. Weird.
So the apartment is $500 a month instead of the $400 a month that she agreed to. And also Kris sold her home and pays all the bills with the money.
Right.
She sold the house?
She sold the house. She sold that broken down ass house.
She was taking the wallpaper down.
Right.
One day ago.
Right. I think it's more like, I don't know. I just have my own thoughts.
So she said that they really do have to talk about finances if they're going to be getting married.
So you didn't think to talk about this before?
They've never even spoken before.
Seriously. But now you have to get married in now 8 days.
It's so strange. So now we find out. Jamie said that she's an administrative assistant at a stock company, but she's on vacation
for 30 days.
Then, well, I will tell you this. Other countries have much better vacation policies.
I know, but it's like, why are you making it like you pay all the bills and you're paying for everything if Jamie has a job?
So then let Jamie be, I would be like, oh, this apartment's perfect. You pay the $100 extra.
Yeah. Or we'll split it.
Me.
Right.
So strange. So this is their first day in Bogota outside.
Yes.
And she's like, so Jamie, what's it like where you live? So Kris, what's it like where you live? And she's like, we have a movie theater. Have you guys never spoken?
One. No, that's the thing. It's like, this is fluff bullshit.
You guys are like, this is what you talk about.
But I just think they're just like, almost like they have to make conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
So we go to the drugstore and we find out that she's always in pain and the flight was too much. So she needs pills. And I like the playing dumb that she did. That made me so excited. Like,
my doctor told me these
she's
are
like,
the ones
look at this. Yeah. My doctor said something about, I need 1 billion of these pills. So, what are they called? Percus oxy. I don't know how to spell. I don't know if that's.
It's so interesting to me that in pain 24/7. You're in all this pain.
But she
and you
never
just
mentioned
happen
it.
to find love in a country where you don't need a prescription
Where
too.
it's over the counter.
Yep.
And you're going to move there indefinitely.
Uh-huh. Now,
Right.
why do you think you're so worried about your money?
So worried about your
Yeah, it's
money.
very interesting to
Okay.
me.
So I love this story
Uh-huh.
about what happened to her neck.
Oh God. Tell the story for me. Let's
Okay.
hear it.
So she got into an accident and she broke her neck.
Mm-hmm.
And then while she was in the hospital bed,
Mm-hmm.
someone else broke her neck.
Mhm.
And then when she was in the elevator, they dropped her out of the wheelchair and she broke her neck again. And then when she was on her way home from the hospital, she got in a double car accident.
Right.
And she quadruple broke her neck.
It broke like a xylophone.
Okay, so this is what she really is trying to
Right.
sell us.
Mhm.
She said that she broke her neck from a car accident.
Yes.
And then on the way home from the hospital, she got rear-ended.
yes. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Kris.
Sure.
Kris,
Mm-hmm.
just one time.
Right. You don't have to sell us twice, because this is where people who are addicts are. This is where they lose me.
Yeah,
Not
but
they
you-
lose me. This is where they lose everyone. They take it one step too far. This one step.
Mhm. She's like,
You're
and
not
then
selling me.
when
on
I got
this.
home, a
Right.
car drove into my living room, hit me in the neck.
And it's just neck.
Okay, so now she tells her basically that she needs surgery, but she's not going to
Right.
have surgery until her head falls off.
Right. And she's been in pain for 21 years, chronic pain.
Okay.
Okay.
When they do the surgery,
Uh-huh.
they're going to drill metal
What the hell?
rods.
Is this real?
I guess she's trying to like those things that like you've seen on TV, I
Like
guess.
headgear?
Like, okay, wait, let's see. Metal rods, neck.
Because I'm like picturing
Surgery.
this and I'm like, well, I don't think I'd get neck surgery either if I had to do this. But I don't think that that's why you don't have neck surgery. I think that you would like to ride this pill train for as long as you can. And then you get to ride it again once you had headgear.
I want to see what I don't think she said that they're gonna just drill like metal rods in. It's gonna
They're
be
gonna
like a
hammer
fence.
her head down.
It's gonna be like a fence so that no one could fall in the pool.
Yeah, and it sounds
In
so
her,
good.
in her brain pool.
Her brain pool. Mm-hmm.
I don't think that
As
pool is
well.
too deep.
Or I don't know what it is. I think it's I don't know.
Okay,
I don't
so
know
she
what it
tells her
is.
all of this, and then she tells it's $100,000 because how would you even have insurance?
No, the insurance wouldn't cover something like that. That's why it's cosmetic.
It's cosmetic pool fence, brain pool fence surgery.
Her pool's overflowing. She needs a dam.
She's gonna have metal bars everywhere.
You have little beavers running around.
Noelle,
Mhm.
Jamie looks like she saw a ghost.
I know. Jamie's like, what the hell did I get myself into? So you're going to hit me all night long. You're going to hallucinate, scream. You're going to fight me to death over money. You're going to not let me buy anything. You have to hand
Yeah,
everything
and guess what,
to
Jamie?
me. Yep.
God's punishing
God
you
punished.
too.
Yep. God's punishing you.
Oh God. Oh God. She almost, when she heard this, looked as if she had the same expression as Nicole.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This was the most disturbing episode so far of Nicole.
I agree.
Okay. Nicole and Mahmoud, or
Mhm.
as we like to call him, Mahmoos.
Right. Mock moose. I love that you wrote that in the description of this week.
That's crazy.
So funny.
All right. So they're leaving the airport finally.
Mm-hmm. I know. You guys been fighting this whole time?
She's really angry that he commented on her clothes.
That her crotch was showing.
Really angry. So his cousin comes to pick them up,
Right.
and his cousin's just on the phone.
Yeah, he's
It's
not
like,
interested.
He doesn't care that they're filming.
No.
He doesn't care that he should not be driving and talking on a handheld phone.
He doesn't care.
He's like, let's kill us all. I don't even care
I
anymore.
don't care.
So she's like, who's going to be there when I get to the house? And he's like, every single person that lives there, which is 15 of us.
Right, which is everyone. She's like,
She wants her own apartment. So he takes her to where they're going to live in his
Right.
mom's house. Okay.
Mhm.
Down the darkest, dirtiest hallway.
I was I'm like, this is hostile. She's gonna get trafficked. She's getting trafficked right now.
I got to
Mhm.
tell you, I would give her back.
Also, though, like what gets me is this is not your first time. You've been there before. You're choosing this willingly.
Mhm.
You know what's happening.
Willingly, nillingly.
Willingly, nillingly. You know his whole family.
Mhm.
You know where he lives. You know the dark alley, the dark
Yeah.
hallway, the bright pink walls. You know it all. And
Yeah.
you said yes.
Yep. So they go in and we meet his sister-in-law.
Fatima.
His sister-in-law is 10 years old.
Oh, yeah. She's a child bride. Uh-huh.
She is 11 at best.
Yeah, she's a child.
And she's like, I made everyone potato chips.
Mm-hmm.
So they all have a family potato chip feast. And she doesn't want to touch the potato chips because she wants to wash her hands, but then she doesn't wash her hands instead.
Right. That's why I was like, did they just cut out the washing of the hands?
I don't know. She said that everything that they eat is fried. She gets sick every single time from eating fried food. So they talked to her brother-in-law and sister-in-law are like, yeah, you're going to be able to get your own food, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you were there can you imagine? I don't care if I lived on the surface of the sun.
Right.
For 2 months.
Right.
I would figure out how to go to the Sun grocery store.
Right. But figure it out. Eat a banana. You know what I mean? Like figure it out. You could figure it out. You don't have to. Not every single thing ever is deep fried.
Why can't you in 2 months figure out how to go to the grocery store? What were you doing before you met him there? You were retreating by yourself, right?
Just retreating. Golden retrieving. Retreating.
You weren't retrieving. You were retreating, but she definitely wasn't retrieving any groceries.
No, definitely not.
But
no
you could go
groceries.
and meet a man in a fabric store, but you can't go get a banana at a grocery store.
Right. You can't get a plain egg noodle at a grocery store.
What's wrong?
She was there for 2
months.
There's something wrong.
Well, a lot
wrong.
So they talk about her shopping on her own and how Fatima she can do it. She can shop. She's like, yeah, I do it. I'm only 10.
We could do it together. Right.
She's like, I'm a little girl and I do it.
You could take me to the store. I'm a little girl.
I'm a little girl with 7 children and I do it by myself.
I know. What a couple, huh?
This whole, couple. Everyone in this. So they go into
also, though, everyone is so nice to her.
Okay. But nicer than I've ever seen anyone be to anyone in my life.
Right. I mean, it's like
they told her that she's the bright light in Cairo. Now, like everything's amazing because she's there.
Oh, they like love her, but it's like
they don't get it.
They don't get it, and it's also like, are there reasons that you love her? You know what I mean? Is
right.
because you think that she's a rich American. Honestly.
Right. I don't know. But they go into the reddest bedroom I've ever seen in my life.
It was pink. Are you colorblind? Is Pepto-Bismol pink?
Well, I don't like when you lash out at me like that.
It's like it couldn't be more hot pink if it tried.
It couldn't be more red.
You need a new television or eyes?
Maybe. Probably television.
What, like, okay, well, have a tube TV?
Speaking of eyes, her eyes, she doesn't look at anyone when she speaks.
No, she doesn't.
She's just like.
She also sits on the bed in her airplane clothes. Again, no washing, no
Noelle,
shower.
there's so much more wrong. She can't
I
wash.
know, but I have a problem with that.
Okay, but how could she shower? She would malfunction.
She would, right? Her batteries would get wet. She would short out.
She's like, why is there so much noise?
It's like 35 children live here. You know
why
that they
is
hugged
there so
you.
Much noise? Why are they speaking with their mouths? Why is there so much noise in the house? I can't take this. Even though I came here knowing we were going to live here, I didn't want to. I hate Egypt.
She's like, we're going to need another apartment.
I hate Egypt. I hate it so much.
And he's like, shit, I'm going to have to wind her up. She's slowing down.
He doesn't change her batteries.
Uh-huh.
I heard she takes a D. Battery.
Oh, God.
Okay, but she's really mad. Did she not know where she was going to live when she came there?
So, you and I are very similar in this aspect. What would have been your first question? Where are we staying? Where are we living? But I would get an apartment.
Not only
uh-huh.
would it have been communicated vocally, she's been there.
Well, that's what gets me, is that she's been there before and chose to leave after like 1 or 2 months.
But they moved into an apartment together and she chose to leave. So he's like, I can't do that again.
Right.
Because I don't even know if she's staying and I can't just keep moving.
He's right.
and like furnishing an apartment and then like abandoning my apartment.
Yep, he's right.
So, a very good question I have for you.
What is it?
Has she ever smiled in her whole life?
I'm thinking no.
Okay.
No, I'm thinking definitely not.
Okay. I was
Show me what she would look like if she smiled. She smiled with her eyes.
She's trying to, but she can't. It doesn't work. She said that she's like, I told you I made a mistake by agreeing to the rules because they're not flexible.
Right. And then she's like, I got myself into something like I couldn't handle.
She said that there was no negotiation.
No, there's not. This isn't let's make a deal.
Okay, but her dad doesn't make her mom cover up.
So this is what gets me. It's like, this isn't punishment. He's not punishing you.
No.
Also, with me, this is how I feel too. So it's the culture there for women to cover up. So you want to walk around not covered up.
Right.
So,
you want to be the odd man out.
But that's what I'm saying. Why? Why would you want to?
Okay. So I will say this, right? So Jenny and Sumit.
Yeah.
Jenny wears Indian garb. I think she looks so cute in it too.
So do
I.
She
really pulls it off.
Yeah, she does.
I don't think she does it because Sumit makes her.
No,
I think she does it because like everyone there wears it.
Right. So she's just like fitting in, I guess.
Yeah, I would too.
Here's the thing. Bend on something. You want to wear whatever you want, then cover your hair. Do something.
Okay. Could she not wear things that she kind of likes and cover her head?
Right.
Because she doesn't dress revealingly.
Right. So even if, say, you can't, you said you would never, ever, 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 ever. Okay. Don't cover your hair, but don't show your crotch. Why is it so hard? Why are you acting like he's punishing you? He loves you, clearly. Why are you doing this?
But he's like laughing and playing. Let me ask you a real question again. What does he love about her?
Okay, I don't really know. I would have loved to have seen what happened before her stroke. Before her brain problems.
Yeah.
She must be something behind the scenes we're not seeing.
I don't know. She is like, listen, we have to negotiate and I want you to let me wear what I want.
Right. So how is that negotiating?
He's like, oh, I don't. What?
Right.
I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah. And it's like, they're just like arguing. She won't stop. It's like, and he's like, it's your first night here.
She
like,
throws
can we
a
just
tantrum.
hang out? Yeah.
And she's like, no, you can't hang out. How can we hang out?
I want to wear what I want to wear. We talk about it.
I don't know why you won't let me do it. I'm going to burn this whole house down. Okay.
I wouldn't want to see her mad, like really mad.
I think this is it.
You think this is just her range of emotion?
I think this is it. This is all she's got. She's like, I hate Egypt. I'm going to move back there.
Right. Why are you there? Go home. Just go home. Or just reopen his visa. You canceled it. Just do it again.
Reopen it.
Reopen it.
Start over. Let's talk about Debbie and Osama.
Debbie.
Debbie is going with her son to a lawyer's office. Now, here's the thing. Julian is, I don't like him because.
Right.
Yeah.
Who likes him? Right.
But he is the most logical person on this entire show.
Yes, he is. Agreed.
He's like, okay, listen, mom, go get your wicker peacock bag. We're going to the lawyer's house.
Old women love wicker.
He's like, we have to get you a prenup. So they get to the lawyer's house. And I'm saying house because this cannot possibly be an office.
No way.
And they have a sign on the back of the law that says live, laugh, law. I mean, it doesn't, but it doesn't not.
Yes, it does.
It says law office in like country
Well, I was going to say, it says
letters.
Like lawyer. Right. It says nothing.
It's like, what's that brand that just says things that
Ray Dunn?
Ray Dunn.
Yeah.
It just says lawyer. Yeah. I don't know.
Right.
It says
it's like,
laugh, law.
I was going to say, it may as well say that. Yeah.
So they talk about the prenup, but like internationally, there are different laws and they talk about like how.
I never thought about that.
Of course, that's why it's so hard to have a child with someone from a different country in a different country. Because like, what are you even entitled to?
Right. There's so many.
Who do you call?
Show. Right. Ghostbusters.
That's really all you could do. So Osama's 24 and
right.
I like how they're like, how old is he? And Julian's like 12.
No, but that's funny though.
It is. Osama has no assets and She thinks she's like, listen,
She says he's a farm person. She goes,
I know
he
a few
doesn't have
farm
anything. He's just
people.
a farm person.
Yeah, well, I had a farm person living in my house too.
A farm
A
person.
barnyard animal.
Yes.
So she thinks that it's going to be a fairy tale.
It sounds like it. It's the makings of a fairy tale.
Okay, so they talk about her money and how like he can't give her any of her money, and she's like, okay, but what if we're together for 10 years?
Can I throw him some?
Can I throw him a bone?
Right.
So in 10 years, he's not going to get a job. He's going to be 34 and has not earned $1.
He's not allowed to work. None of these guys are allowed to work.
Okay. So he basically is like, this is so stupid. And she goes, quote, sometimes stupid turns into genius.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. To her,
Never,
it does.
Never it does. Never, not one time.
To her, it does. I love it. It's like, what about 10 years? I foresee us being together at least that long. Okay.
Okay.
That's
Well,
good. That's good. You sound sane too.
You
on
sound
top
great.
Of everything. You
I'm
sound
so
really
glad that
good.
things are going well for you guys. And you know what? Things are going well for us because we're going to stop doing this right now.
You know what, though? We're on to other things now.
We're on to other things. We have to go record our other podcast, Teen Mom Trash Talk, Catfish Trash Talk. So go check them out wherever podcasts are available. Follow the podcast at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok. Follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You could follow me at Trixie2ZD on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Tracey Carnazzo for all of my upcoming show dates. I have a ton of dates coming up in LA, Los Angeles, California. So go check that out. Follow me at Trixie2ZD on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TrixieTuzzini. I will be this weekend. Coming up, March 9th, 10th, and 11th, I'll be opening for Louis J. Gomez at Yonkers Comedy Club. And April 4th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, I'll be at Yonkers Comedy Club opening for Adrian Appalucci. And April 16th, my birthday, I will be opening for Hannah Berner. You know her. You love her. She's from Summer House. She's from everything. She's the host of Giggly Squad.
She makes me giggle.
She makes me giggle too. Go check me out in New York City at the Palladium opening for Hannah Berner, TraceyCarnazzo.com. Leave us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever you listen to us on. If you're listening to us on audio, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube so you could see how pretty we are. Thank you.
Bye forever.
Goodbye.